talk about framing and frameworks in a little different sense. A frame is a mental model or construct that somebody has in mind by which they make decisions, maybe without them knowing it. Framing is the art of asking a question that appeals to existing values frameworks that people have. It's well known in politics, and I think the guy that invented the term is George Lakoff, a linguist. Anyway, what's a frame? Suppose you're stopped in traffic. You got about 15 seconds to decide whether or not to give something to somebody that comes up to the car, obviously wanting money. Do you ignore them, keep looking straight ahead? Do you give them a size up and decide whether to or not to? Do you roll down the window, look them in the eye, and hand them something? All this in a very short period of time. You don't have data, you don't know anything, you can't make a nice database decision. You just act on the gut. And that frame by which you act has been developed over time by what you think somebody begging on the street is, does, their life history, all of that. Let's take this to business. A frame that's very important in business has been called a parent-child relationship, coming from your concept of what a parent should be. Is it controlling and paternalistic, or is it nurturing and learning? A lot of managers have this frame whereby they think the employees take the place of children. Their role is to control them. If they are not controlling them, in their mind, they're not doing their job. So it's very difficult for them to let go and really let people be themselves, be free to make a lot of their own decisions. I had a friend, Scott Myers, that investigated why a lot of movements for employee empowerment in the 20th century, and there were many, but most of them faded. Why? Because sooner or later, a manager with a parent-child frame in mind took over, and they would, one way or another, just sort of repress it. Now, the biggest frame change we could possibly make is how to reconcile our frame of what we should do for the environment with its many messes, and actually running a business to make a profit. If we can do that, we'll have solved an awful lot of the business world's problems as well as the environment's problems.